So online team, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not able to hear you. So please confirm in the chat. Let's start. Today as part of session 4. We keep source as data lake and sink as SQL table. By using DataFlow source and sync transformations. Okay. So what are all the changes we need to do? Please observe. Already you are in portal. It's our resource group. Which one we are using regularly? This one or ADF? This one, right? ETL. Okay. Cloud. Just launching the studio. So already we have linked services for both data lake and SQL. Okay, directly I'm coming with the data sets. But in data sets, some small changes we need to do. So that's why I'm going for a fresh data set. So delimited text, I'm selecting. Generally, we are reading data from a file. By default, every field is taken as string only. Okay. So I'm going to do some data type changes as per target table expectation. Because in target table, there are many number of fields with different what you call different data types. Okay, that's why like at the time of defining the source, you need to change the data types. Okay. I'm giving data set name as DS100, EMP100. Linked service, world one I am taking. First row we have header. The previous file I am selecting under my data, the TMP file. And then selecting OK. So data set is created. Just try to understand something here. In the case of schema, every field is taken as string only. But you cannot do any modifications over here. At the time of source configuration, you can change these data types at the time of defining source in the data flow. Okay. So I'm keeping this one like this. Just check your SQL instance. You have practiced it. Just I'm logging into this. We have employee table already. If you check the columns ID, name, salary, gender, and department number. The last one is department number, but ID integer here. Second one is string. Third one again integer. Fourth one string and fifth one integer. But in the source, different data types. So that's why come back to studio. So first create a data set for that employee table. A new data set. It's for Azure SQL. I'm giving as employee table. So this is our linked service for this. So you are working with single table. Straight away select the table. dvo.employee. Say OK now. Data set created. For now, I am publishing this. Okay. So let's go for pipelines. Before pipeline, define data flow. So these data flows are called mapping data flows. Remember, once mapping data flow created, you have to configure this in data flow activity of pipeline. Okay. Same yesterday process I will repeat. Creating new one. One source, one sink we have. Source is data lake. I'm going to configure that first. What is the name we have given for the source? That is for target. EMP 100. Just recent creation, DS EMP 100. So to change your data types, go to the projection. In projection, every field is string only. But in table, ID as integer. I am selecting integer ID. Name, same. Salary, integer. Gender string, department number. Integer. On the data types should be changed. To make sure, click on inspect. Just saying something. Just I will minimize this properties window, then inspect can be seen separately. Click on inspect. Now check the data types as expected or not. So that means perfectly changed. Now for this, okay, first, always better practice whenever you start data flow designing, enable the data flow debug mode because it will take time for initial setup. Okay. After that, I'm going to add sync. For that sync, previous table you just configure. data set here. DS underscore employee table. Right? Come to the mapping. No need to touch that map. Because whatever the columns we have in the source, with same name, same order, columns are there in the top. Suppose if it is different, just disable this. Manual mapping is required. ID to ID, name to name. On that way, manually mapping you have to do. Got it. So for now, columns are same. That's why I'm keeping like this. Everything the source related, sync related, all configurations are ready. Here in the settings, what operations you want to allow. Okay. Now for now you are loading the data. That's it. That's why you allow insert. That is enough. Got it. There are some other operations which are going to update the things, update existing data at the time, allow update, such kind of operations. Remaining you just explore it. You are now just pushing, that means loading the data. Okay. So these are the options you have set here. So before that, go back to your database and you have some already existed data. I want to clean it. So simply I am saying truncate. Truncate table, table name employee. So when you truncate, only data will be lost. Table existed with same columns. Okay, table is clean now. Now come to studio. Still, dataflow debug mode is running. Meanwhile, we create a pipeline. I'm coming to the pipeline. So first I'm publishing this dataflow. Yeah, published. Create a pipeline. Just drag dataflow. Okay. Here under settings, select our recently created dataflow. What is the recently created dataflow? I think dataflow 2. That's why better practice gives some meaningful names. Easily you can recognize. Here I'm going to select the dataflow name. That is dataflow. Okay, everything is ready. So meanwhile, I will publish. Still debug mode is not yet started. We have to wait for 2 minutes. And about manual mapping, I will show one more example. Meanwhile, I will define that. Come to the SQL. Here I have a table. Table name, let's say STM. Employee code here. Employee name. Salary. I am keeping this salary in 4th column position. Gender. Salary. Department number. Now some column names are different. At the same time, order is also different. So in this case, auto mapping will not work out. Manually, you have to set the mapping. But this mapping should be set at not source level, at sync level. Always mapping option is available with sync. Got it? Check it now. I'm just running this statement. Table is ready for you. Check the studio. Debug mode is started. The previous file data file will run first, and then we go for the next. Okay, that is started. I'm debugging this. Still in the queue. It's already progress. Azure legacy is free trial. One day lazy, not every day lazy. Because the cluster setup, when you trigger it, a cluster is starting. Another Spark session has to be started. Once a Spark session started, that is like a running flight. Only take off. That will be slow. So now it is progress succeeded. Okay, please check the table data first. Previously no data, we have truncated that. Now I'm selecting only the employee table data loaded. Okay. So same thing with the auto mapping, how to do. Very simple. Let's create already for the source we have data set. For target table, test TMP. I'm going to create one more data set. A new data set, data lake. Sorry, target Azure, right? Azure SQL. Table 2 add. Same liquid service. The table name test. Test here. So click on OK. Just publish this first. It is completed. I am coming to the data flow. Instead of creating a data flow, I will modify existing data. Okay. What was our previous flow? Data flow 2. Just click on this, that will be open. Source is same. Already check the projection. Integer string, integer string, integer. And sync. We have to change the data set. This time my target data set is table 2. The table 2 answer. Go to the mapping now. Observe here, some warning is their output format. 3 columns from the output schema, left unmapped. Okay. That's why whenever you got such kind of warnings, go for disable map. It's showing some error. Employee code I am selecting. For the name, e-name I am selecting. For salary, actually the field name is sal here, but here that is salary. The input SAL, but in the target salary. Gender to gender, okay. Department number to department number, okay. Remaining all are spotlight. Now previously it was showing some errors, now no errors. Got it? Here confirmation, 5 mappings. All outputs mapped. Got it? So this is the scenario of when you have to do manual map. Just publish your pipeline. And debug it. Go to the pipeline. In the pipeline, same data flow, but only sync changed. Data flow same, but sync changed. Just click on debug. It's in the queue. Better. So we just created test here, but no data. Now I'm going to test it. Select start from test VM. Right? E-code, e-name, gender, salary, and department. Let me dig it like this. Look at the last column. In this way, schema is different. How to do it like this. Remaining process as usual. So please speak in English. Yeah. If you don't truncate, previous data will be there, other data will be appended. That's it. So just truncate it. If you don't want previous data, just truncate it. First truncate, first clean the table. But there is a concept called incremental loading. Incremental loading means what? Whatever the records that have been updated, that whatever the records that have been inserted, only those data should come into the target. Understand? For this same process, but your logic techniques have to be changed. Understood? In coming classes, we will be learning. The part of project case, already have seen one case study, migrating all the tables into data lake. So such kind of scenarios, so many things we will be seeing. There you will be understanding. Okay. Now small assignment. You have to tell me. This time reverse process I want. SQL table to SQL table to data lake. This is assignment number 1. Tell me. Data sets ready for you. Already output container already we have. Just you tell me the changes. Fresh data flow, please. I'm taking fresh data flow. The new data flow. Source. And you are not going to perform any transformation. Source one sync, that's it. Just sync. Configurations. In the place of source, give the table. The table I am giving here. Where is that? Where is that? DS underscore table. EMP, right? First. Let's say EMP table 2. That is our input. In the case of sync, first go to the things and projection. E code, E name, gender, salary, department number. And in the place of sync, the target I am selecting data lake file, data lake output container. Already we have something called target one. Under settings, I am cleaning the previous files. I want output to be in single file. Setting single partition and giving the file name. My table data. Subfile. Want to give any extension like .csv, .txt, you can give. Yesterday check it. Target is data like how to write to a single file. Same thing I am doing. Otherwise, Spark will write the data in the form of multiple partitions. Okay. Your file is bigger, hundreds of partitions will be written. In which file your record is available, again searching will take a lot of time. Got it. That's why you are setting to only for output, setting into single output file. Okay. So go for the mapping. Here no issues because your target is not a table, target is a data lake. What are the columns you have in the table? Same columns as is get dumped into data. Even no need to change the data types also. At the time of writing data into file, everything is written as a string only. Got it. Only you have to worry if target is a table. Okay, all configurations are ready. Just publish this. The flow name DF3, DataFlow 3. Okay, published. Come to your previous pipeline and change the settings. Previously dataflow 2, now dataflow 3. I will select, which is your recent creation. But the data set is expecting some parameter. Got it? That parameter value I am passing off. Let's say test here is the file. I am submitting this. So process is in progress. Simply start reading data from your table and finally write into target data lake. Okay. Now please observe the output. What happened from the data lake? I'm coming to the data lake. My big lake. Go to the containers. We have given target 1, I think. Go back to the data set. Directly you cannot say like this. Okay. Just what happened, just how to scrutinize, just observe. Dataflow 3 is configured. Open it. Sync, go to the sync. Check here, what data set is configured. Target 1. Target 1 means what is the physical container? Click on open. Got it. Click on open and you check here. So here file path is target 1. But in the pipeline, it is asking you file name parameter, right? That is from here. Okay, now check here the target 1. That is target 1. Here. My table data. Because here in the sync level, the sync settings you have given my data. Actually, what file name is passed? You check here. Here we have passed a parameter. We have passed a parameter. TestEMP. File name TestEMP. Actually, TestEMP passed to the data set. But sync settings has overridden that. In the sync settings, we have given my table data. That's why with that name you got your data. Observe here, within this, how your data is written. But my header is missed. What might be the things? Did you remember? If we have created target 1 and a target 2 containers. At the time of example of conditional split, all employee files into target 1, non-employee files into target 2. We have done that example previously. At that time, we did not select the first row as header option because we are going to do the conditional split mass files. Some files may have header, some files may not have header. That's why we did not do it. Suppose if you enable that option, header will be written. What headers you will get? Same headers as column names in the table. Got it. The same table columns will be as headers here, like that processing. Now one more thing. I want you to do something. At the time of loading only, I don't want to apply any manual filters over here. You have to say answer to me. I don't want any manual filters. Not manual filters, I don't want to apply any data flow filters. I want to load only the rows which salary is greater than 50,000 into data lake file. Into data lake file. I said don't go for data flow filter. Then how you do? Just check it. Observe this technique. Create a new data set. The data set for Azure Lake, Azure SQL. Don't give table. If you give table name, all the data it will take. Understand? Don't give the table. Here, you need to select the table. Got it. Table name to be selected, but all the data it will take. If you give all the data, got it. So for this, what you have to do? Go for lookup. In lookup, you have three options. You can select table name. If data set is SQL related, you have three options. One is table, second one is query, third one is stored procedure. Which was your 12th session, man? Why you look like this? In the 12th session, we have used lookup activity or not? For
Yes,
mass
sir.
uploading of all the tables into the data lake. Okay. So the data kind of filterization to be done there. But that is a very bad practice, especially whenever you are fetching data. Because in data flows, what is the advantage? Whenever I submit a query, my query is runtime converted into Spark job. Spark massive parallel process with in-memory computing will be executed. That's why extract and load. After that, perform data transformations with the data flow transformations with mapping data flows. Okay. So simply here, to achieve this task, the simple solution: extract data from RDBMS to data lake. And after that, apply filter. Filter in data flows. And then finally, write output into sync. Sync can be a table, can be a file, maybe on-premise, or maybe what you call cloud. Got it? So this assignment, the filter transformation, how it will apply, we'll see in the next session, which is session 14. Filter transformation. Just please give me 10 minutes break, sir.